morning people, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is a Thursday evening and I've been round my mum's for most of the afternoon and the early evening, and I'm back in my flat now, so I've been out all afternoon. So guys, what's been going on since I did the last video? Well, I'm still doing a stalking diary because I've been left alone all day. I had no messages in the morning, I had no messages in the afternoon, and there was no messages round my mum's. Now I know the stalker goes down my YouTube videos and they're probably extremely jealous. That's not my problem. The thing is, when people get angry, they make mistakes. And they are in danger of getting caught. Seriously. So I suggest the stalker is a bit more careful than they are doing at the moment, because it's more and more likely that they're either in this building or in the near vicinity of it. So I only need to catch them inside my flat and then I will do something about it, don't worry. So I settled down, I gave Max his food, I fed the cats, I made myself a cup of coffee, I finished some more of the pizza, and then I watched YouTube videos, DJE Media. And I was watching Coronation Street from about 1981, and I was watching Coronation Street before I went out and took Max out for a walk, because about 10 to 7 every day I take Max for a walk. Sometimes it's a lot later, sometimes it's earlier. So I know where I put things and I know what was on the floor and what wasn't. It's happening to my mum as well. She feels like someone's going into her flat and messing with her stuff. We've only got to catch them. Illegal entry into someone's flat, you'd be in trouble. It's also done to scare you, to make you feel afraid. Basically, they're not in here now, that's the main thing. Right, so what happened was I started getting flirt finder messages, and this is relevant. I've told you how important it is I move out of this flat, but no one's listening. They started around 6 o'clock, and that's an hour before I take Max out for a walk. Now my mum rang me, we had a conversation on the phone, and Black Dart texted me at 6:14. Black Dart, hey, you really 58, honey. Black Dart. Then we get, that's cool, I'm having drinks with Lee. He 36 today. You doing much, babe? So Lee's 36, is he? 6:32. I'm on Cronenberg. Lee on cider. What would you be on if you was sat here too, babe? So that is Lee and me going out. 6:44. I was out playing darts last night, so I had a chilled day, really. Especially if you were sat here in PJs. Be a PJ party, lol. And then this is when I'm actually outside. And they tell me they're a naughty drunk, a naughty alcoholic. At 2 minutes past 7. Now I took Max out about 10 to 7 and I looked out the window and I could see it was pissing down with rain. the pavements were wet. I could see the rain coming down from the sky, and I immediately went to the cupboard. I put my Wellington boots on, I put my beanie hat on, I put my raincoat on, and I forgot my umbrella, but it's irrelevant anyway because umbrellas don't work in the wind. So I went down the stairs with Max, right, went out the back of the building, and there's a woman on the corner that's got a really big brown dog, and it goes woof, and it made me fucking jump out my skin. So I went round the back, quiet, didn't make a noise, and then this dog went woof, woof. Me and Max jumped out of our skin. I continued to walk down to the bottom near Common Creek Wharf, and I carried along the riverside. Now they were trying to make me cross and upset. I don't go out drinking at night. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a single white female, and I don't really drink a lot, just at social occasions like birthdays. So I walked down past the riverside. There were some people messing about in a car. A garage went shut. Someone was parking their car in a garage, and there was more car activity. And I just was walking, minding my own business, walking down the path, walking Max. No phone calls, no nothing. My mum said she was going to call me before she went to bed. It's a hive of activity. It's pissing down with rain. Why would you stand about hovering around when it's pissing down with rain? You wouldn't, would you? Not if you were sensible, you wouldn't. So I carried on walking, cars parked near the Rochester Riverside. Remember that the stalker's trying to frighten me, there's a drunk outside. So I carried on walking, I didn't panic, I just walked slowly. Walked past the back of the Rochester Riverside office, and then the drinks warehouse car come like Hummer truck. Drinks warehouse parked in his house. I don't drink. It's Charlie that's the alcoholic. Remember that guy that came up to me on the field? He's the alcoholic. It's not me. He tried to pick me up on the field. So Charlie's the alcoholic. Charlie doesn't live down Corey's Road. He lives down Rochester, or just off Rochester High Street. And he lives with his girlfriend. I live by myself. So where's all this drink shit coming from? They're a naughty drunk. So that's a bit of a coincidence that the drinks warehouse truck arrives after I'm getting texted by a naughty drunk. Ha ha ha, very funny. It's pitch black out there. It's pissing down with rain, and I'm not in the mood for that. And so I just carried on walking. There's people walking about like they're running away from me again, clutching their shopping and their bags. He's come home upstairs, big stocky bloke with the black hair in his Ford Mondeo. He's come home, and I'm here in my flat by myself with my lovely Chewy, my Chihuahua. It's pissing with rain. I've taken my coat off. I've taken my boots off. I'm going to watch the rest of Coronation Street. And it's all done for entertainment value because it's all stopped. It's all stopped. So that was all trying to frighten me and get me upset outside, which hasn't worked. I got into the lift. It smelled of body odour, really strong smell of body odour. BO. And smells make people ill, don't they? So it smelled of BO, like someone hadn't washed under their armpits in the lift when I got in it. I came up the stairs and the meter room was open. The electricity, where you top up your electricity, the meter was wide open with the light on, and I'm not going in there. Someone could have been in there for all I know. So the meter box was wide open with the light on, and there was a strong smell of BO coming from the lift all on the first floor. Body odour. So they're doing that again, what they used to do in the library when my ex at my other block of flats used to follow me around and get the neighbours to follow me in the library and into the pound shop. So they've started doing that again, right? I've got a shower, I've got a bath. Anybody that watches my videos, I sometimes change my clothes 3 times a day, and I'll show you I've got deodorant. I'll show you what I use. Every morning I get up and I put deodorant underneath my arms. Very hygienic. This is my favourite one at the moment. Nivea Double Effect Female Deodorant. This one, Soft and Gentle Magnolia Hug. Magnolia Hug. I've got about 10 bottles of deodorant. One of the worst smells, in my opinion, is pissy knickers and bad underarm stench. I'm not saying they're doing it to be unhygienic. I'm saying that I've lived with bad smell since I was a child. It's a form of control, making you ill. I'm supposed to have an appointment tomorrow and they don't want me to go to it. So they're trying to make me sick and unwell. That's all it is. I don't know what's worse. I don't know. So guys, you won't believe me, but the smells can be poisonous, they can be toxic, they can make you feel extremely unwell. When I was a kid, my granddad used turpentine, which is called white spirits. He used it for painting. Turpentine paint stripper, stinks. Creosote fencing paint, stinks. Soiled pants, smell. It's a form of manipulation and control. Now I want to move out of this flat and out of this street and start again somewhere new, and I won't make the same mistakes. So Kent Home Choice have not got back to me, so I'll be giving them a ring next week, and we know that it's half term when the kids are off school. I haven't got children, I live by myself. So I'll still be doing videos next week, alone. Right? I will not be controlled, I will not be manipulated, I am my own person. And I have started to get myself back on my feet after this stalker, pervert, whatever they are, have started trying to ruin my life again. Right, and it's not going to happen. I certainly don't go and look in cupboards. Someone could have been in that utility cupboard, right? Someone thinks they're very clever, but in fact they're very stupid, because there are cameras in the building downstairs and there's a camera in the lift, and they are watching what you're doing, whoever you are. Like the person who put that skull in the lift when I went to the hospital for my blood transfusion. And there's a record of that on my videos. I have got 4,000 videos on my YouTube channel right back to 2020. So the police are quite welcome to go through those, because that's evidence. And it wasn't in my head. There was a skull put in that lift when I was going to the hospital for a blood transfusion. What it is, guys, is that I have been very, very, very quiet. Because they are trying to make out that I'm somebody I'm not, because they are covering up what my father did. Why, I don't know, because he's dead. Whether there are active accounts and people are still using my father's accounts, or what they're doing is illegal. So I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not. I am completely normal. Anyone that is going through what I'm going through would get PTSD with a stalker again before I go out this evening. It's completely stopped when I've come back from walking my dog. Stopped. It's completely stopped. Right? I'm a single white female. Whoever is acting, being hatred towards me and calling me derogatory names and laughing at me about my gender, colour, whatever, say it to my face, otherwise you are nothing. You're a zero, and I'm not interested in you. If you think it's funny, say it to my face and I'll show you what's funny. You absolutely useless, horrible specimen of a human being. You need locking up in a box with nothing, and then you'll know what it feels like to feel unwanted. Why don't you go and find something useful to do with your life, you sad prick? See you later.